Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. We had a really tragic video last game. We pooped out on the Hunter, and then made a Priest deck that seemed really good. Won the first two games pretty nicely. The third game, I had like the most atrocious luck possible. Knife Jugglers, not Velen's Chosen not appearing, Holy Nova's not appearing. My opponent, who played terribly and had terrible cards, beat me, and it was just disgusting. So now we're hoping to put all that behind us and play a Druid. Share Siphron. Hey, Velen's Chosen, thanks for showing up. We got, again, a pretty good opening draw, the Squire and the Wolf. That could be useful. If nothing else, a Divine Shield on the Squire makes it slightly more likely that there will be something to put Velen's Chosen on turn 3. We now have options. I could put another Squire down instead of the Wolf if there's nothing to use the Wolf against. And indeed, there is nothing to use the Wolf against. So we have quite the aggressive pre-start here, which, backed up by Velen's Chosen and the Wolf, should be pretty solid. Druids are not going to have an easy time of dealing with the Velen's Chosen. Even though it's going to be like one of the smallest possible Velen's Chosen values, only a 3/5, still very difficult to deal with for a Druid. Alright, let's see if this game is a loss, despite opening beginnings, or promising beginnings. There could still be bad things that happen. He could still play like a Blood Knight here. That would pretty much win. He'd have a 9/9, and then Shadow Word Pain is the wrong Shadow Word. Luckily, he doesn't have that. So I have to decide, do I pop the Divine Shield, or do I use the Shadow Word Pain? I'm going to use the Shadow Word Pain. I feel like I can pop the shield later if I need to. Let's put the pressure on. If we got an aggro start, might as well play it that way. I've got 4, 6, 8 damage here. That's half his health. He does have a silence, so that brings everything down, the attack and everything. And yeah, it was good for him to have a silence. So now he's actually a bit ahead on cards, because he killed the Leper Gnome and he killed the Argent Squire, all without having to spend cards. Spiteful Smith would have been good to have at the beginning of the turn. So the fact that I got these two cards in the wrong order could screw me up. Swipe now clears the board. Oh my god. Well, he's low on health. He's got 7 cards to my 3, which is definitely bad. But I have the play and I have him down a little bit. So I could still come back and win this. I'm going to get a card back with Thoughtsteal. If he plays something with 4 attack power, like a Sunwalker, then I think I probably lose. But if he doesn't do that and I can keep hitting him, I could still burn this out. I've got some Holy Smites and some Holy Novas here. I could still win. No charge creatures, unfortunately. And priests are never really the best at burning out, but that's what I'm going to have to go for. Alright, he puts a Mark of the Wild on it, which is fine because I can Shadow Word Death it. So we got a Thoughtsteal here. See what we get. No, I don't think... Yeah, I need a Shadow Word Death, so I don't have enough mana for Fugan, so we are going to Thoughtsteal. See what we get. Not bad, but I can't play any of it. I keep being 1 mana off. Alright, so he's got 7 cards to 4. I closed the gap a bit because he had that Mark of the Wild. And then I can Sludge Belch it. Oh, he's got an 8-drop. Is it an Iron Bark? It's going to be an Iron Bark. It's an Iron Bark. Shit. Well, we're still in this. Could still get another Shadow Word Death. Doesn't happen. Could do the Sludge Belcher. Put some spiders in the way. And hope to get something I can kill this Iron Bark with next time. There are 2 Shadow Word Deaths in this deck, so I could still top deck my way out of this hairy situation. Coined Iron Bark on turn 7. That's pretty massive. Alright, he has a pretty good answer to Sludge Belcher. Now I can't kill the Iron Bark. I am in a lot of trouble. There's really no way for me to deal that remaining 9 damage to him in any kind of efficient fashion. Is he really going to kill the spiders? Alright, so if I get a Holy Smite, I can actually get past this Iron Bark. Thanks to him doing that. So he gave me a window here, but I am unable to capitalize. Story of my goddamn life, apparently. Alright, so we got 2 minions here. The Iron Bark can kill one of them, but if in these 5 cards he has a way to kill another, I might actually very well be screwed here. He just top-decked something. Apparently it's not that great. Alright, so he shoots us down to be a 3-3. With Claw Shapeshift, he can kill this. And then the Ironbark will kill my Fugan. Then I got these spiders who kill the Stormpike Commando. Maybe. Or I could drop Ascension in front of it and try to get some damage through. I think we gotta go for the damage play here. I don't think I can afford to play fair. I have to just risk the swipe, which would destroy me. He's already used one swipe, so if he doesn't have another swipe, and I think he would have used it last turn if he had it to kill off the spiders, there's a decent chance I can push through enough damage to win. 4 cards, these have to be bad cards. But I got 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 damage, which will kill him. So he has to have an answer here. Also, I still have things like Mind Control here, and some Velen's Chosen, which hopefully my entire board won't be cleared. Okay, hopefully it'll kill one of the spiders. It kills my best creature. Okay, great. Great! And is he going to shapeshift into the Sen'jin out of desperation? Looks like he is. Is that seriously a fucking swipe? No, it can't be. It's 3 mana. Okay. Mark of the Wild. Aha. So he's used 2 of those. And he chooses to buff the Kodo. Smart. I think we're going to get killed more easily. Alright, is this thing a mech? It actually is a mech. It doesn't matter because it still gets killed by the Kodo. I've got 2, 3, 4 damage. This thing has 7 health. The best thing for me to do is just to sit tight. There's no reason to throw the stuff at it. I might as well wait to see maybe I can get Mind Control. Maybe I can get Shadow Word Death or something. He's at 6 health. It's going to be difficult. Why can I not get... Well, I only have 2 Velen's Chosen. One of them did show up, but I really need a Velen's Chosen or Mind Control or a Shadow Word Death. That's 3 cards that all elude me. Oh man, today is just not a day of luck, Krapapaboris. That's a damn fact. Alright, he's got down to 2 health. The 2 spiders can kill it, or Mr. Bitey. If he shapeshifts to kill a spider, Mr. Bitey can kill this thing off. And then the other spider is going to start getting some damage through. He still has 3 cards here, which is a problem. Undertaker's terrible, so that's good. That's not very good either, because he doesn't have any built-in healing. And Mad Bomber, he should have played that earlier. Playing it after playing these minions increased the risk of his own stuff getting hit. Well, that was certainly fortunate for me that he made that mistake. So now, because of his own Mad Bomber, the spider gets to kill the Kodo. And I'm not really concerned about Undertaker at all. Do I hit him in the face? No. We're going to kill the Mad Bomber. The reason is I want to heal up that damage and put him in an awkward spot. The Blade Master and the Undertaker can kill this, but then Mr. Bitey, the hero, is going to finish him off in a few turns. Well, not a few turns, because he can shapeshift off. Alright, Multiple Ogre's a definitely good top deck. I still have Mind Control, still have Shadow Word Death, still have Velen's Chosen, still have a bajillion and 1 cards here. I would love to see 1 in 5 chance, at least, of getting something good. Just need to get something that isn't total garbage, and I get a Spellbreaker. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Alright, well, we're going to heal that up. And hit him in his fat face, and I'm going to play the Spellbreaker just to give the Ogre something to chew on while Mr. Bitey hopefully gets the job done. It's going to take 4 turns, I think, right? Because he's 6, 4, 5, 3. Well, no, it's going to take 5 turns because, yeah, this thing only deals a net 1 damage to him if he's shapeshifting. Okay, this card, please don't be good. Alright, he's going to Panda the Ogre, which I'm fine with. So it heals up the Ogre. But that means he's not shapeshifting, so I speed up the clock by a turn. Mind Vision, you have motherfucking got to be motherfucking kidding me. Of all the cards that I need, I get Mind Vision. Still have a Mind Control here, I could still catch up. Still have Shadow Word Death here, I could still catch up. But this thing is going to die now, and there's no way he's ever going to have a card in hand, unless he gets like a spare part up or something. So, and he heals a point every single turn. So unless I get something really good right now, I am in very bad shape. Holy smite. Wow. So do you kill the creature, or do you Holy Smite his face? It's going to go up to 5 health next turn. Realistically, even if I get Holy Nova, I can't kill him with this. So I have to Holy Smite the creature, because my out is not burning him to death. My out is that I get mind control and I kill this ogre. It's the only way that I can actually win this game. Oh my goodness. The anger rises within me. It boils like a torrent. There's a chance, a really, really like long shot chance here, that he would draw something like Starfire and choose not to use it. And then I'd mind vision it and kill him with that. So maybe I should have Holy Smitten his face. I don't know. But getting 5 damage off the table buys me a lot more turns to kill, or to get stuff. Shadow or Death, Mind Control, please. Mogish and Warden. What the fucking Christ. Alright, so now we're officially at the point where even if he did get Starfire, he shapeshifts out of it. He's at 6 health. Surreal. These games have just been surreal. This deck should be at 7 wins, easy. And I haven't been playing terribly. Gnomish Inventor to draw a card. Okay, if this is like an Ironbark Protector or something, it gets stuck in his hand, he can't play it, and I could actually steal something with this Mind Vision. Okay. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. This needs to be something really good. Swipe would control the ogre and pop a... No, it's not that good. No, it needs to be something better than a swipe. Gilvin Stalker, seriously? Alright. We get Starfall, which does not damage the opponent to the face. Okay. Well, we're going to play the Stalker. He knows I have Starfall. He also knows it's not very useful for me because it releases the spiders and then kills nothing else off. I could shoot the ogre, I guess, but I probably should have shot the ogre. Nah, I should have shot the ogre. Sludge Belcher. Oh my god. Alright, is there any out I have at this point? I don't think there is. Even if I mind control the Sludge Belcher, I'm still screwed. There's enough to kill it off. Or if I mind control the ogre, same deal, he can kill it off. Spectre Knight. Too little, too goddamn late. Oh my goodness, this deck is good. I swear to God, this deck is a good deck. And I'm playing it fine. It's just the last 2 games, the game at the end of the last video, and then the game against that druid, were so retarded, it's just impossible to put it to words. Okay, well, let's keep on trucking here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just keep on trucking in the onwards direction. Put those losses behind us, and win 6 games in a row. That's my prediction. 6 games in a row, right here, starting with this spinner. Oh man, with so many good 5-drops, removal, Velen's Chosen, this deck can't lose. It just literally can't. The 2 losses prior that we have just seen in this video were actually figments of all of our collective imagination. We're about to wake up from a dream and see Boris at the score of 4-0, and then he's going to win 8 more games after that and have his first 12-0 run. That's what's going to happen. We're beginning with this Ogre. Egg of Chaos. That is a fantastic name. We, once again, have a good opening hand, although I don't even know anymore if that actually means anything. Mind Vision is kind of poopy, but we'll keep the Gnome, the removal, and the good 4-drop. Alright. So Velen's Chosen is not going to get to go on this Gnome, unless I wait until turn 3, but that's dumb. So I'm going to play the Gnome on turn 1, let her dagger if she wants to. Then I pass on turn 2, unless I get a good top deck. I've got 2 chances to get another playable card, a 1 or a 2-drop. I'll settle for a 3-drop. Hut? Nope. Not a chance. Alright. So now she almost certainly makes the dagger. Kills this off. She has something better. She has an Echoing Ooze. Interesting. Is that better than daggering? I'm not sure it is. I'm really not sure. Well, if I Holy Smite one and the other kills the Gnome, she sort of goes up a card. I spend 2 cards, I get 1 back, she loses the things. I could coin into Velen's Chosen and get a 4/5 at Chillwind Yeti. It's vulnerable to things like Eviscerate, but I feel like it's worth it to press her to have a good answer here. The main issue is I don't have anything to play next turn except to heal this thing, so I'm sort of going all in right now. But it seemed better than the other options I had given sort of weakness of my hand. She's going to sap the Gnome. Okay, so that gets rid of the Velen's Chosen, but it also gets rid of her turn. And it gives me something to do next turn, which is to replay this in Holy Smite. Alright. So, we'll do that. We'll do that. And she's still never got a dagger out, so she'd now have to spend half her mana to dagger up to kill this thing. It's still sparkly from the last time it was Felon's Chosen. I believe that's a bug. And I'm actually going to play the Warden rather than Ascension, because the Warden's more likely to live, and then Felon's Chosen on the Warden is insane. A 3/11 is crazy. Even better than a 5/9, I think. She will make the dagger and play Loot Hoarder. Okay, so that reinforces my decision of making a Warden, because the Warden's a really good answer to Loot Hoarder. Even better than the Ascension is. We get Taunt, which is cute, but not necessary right now. Okay, so we're going to play the Warden. Now, I'm not committed to playing the Felon's Chosen next turn. I could do other things. I could play a 5/5. I could play the Stalker and heal. There's a couple things I could do. So the swords are an interesting conundrum, because with the swords, I can't actually kill that, even using Felon's Chosen. But I'm still going to use Felon's Chosen here. So we'll do this. We'll kill off her biggest creature. And do I heal or play the Stalker? I'm going to heal this up. This goes bad if she assassinates or saps it, but if she doesn't have that stuff, the healing is worth more than having the Stalker out, because the 10 health is just insane. I'm just going to copy it. Well, I need Shadow Word Pain, which tragically at the moment I don't have. So now we both have a 3/10 with Taunt. I can make it a 5/14 with Taunt. Is it worth it to Holy Nova here? It doesn't kill the swords. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna, let's see, Senjin is actually the Taunt is actually a liability, because I want it to be protected behind the Warden. So I'm gonna play the Stalker, heal up the Warden, and just pass. I'm gonna hide behind this thing, and then my hope is that I can play Felon's Chosen plus Holy Nova and deal 4 damage across the board, clear everything she has. Well, it wouldn't kill off this Warden. Alright, she's got a deadly poison, or she wouldn't be making the dagger. So that's 3, 6, 10, 12. Okay, so she does have the kill for it. The good news is I still can Holy Nova here. And we have a Sapper, which isn't going to do much because I can easily get rid of a card or two. Alright, so Felon's Chosen plus Holy Nova will kill off the Warden. So I'm going to, or sorry, it'll kill off the Warden and the Dancing Swords. Of course, I forgot to take into account I don't actually have enough mana to play Holy Nova. That was really silly of me. Do I keep this hidden so I can guarantee the spell damage? No, I think we'll just play the Novice Engineer. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm definitely doing stupid things. And do I give this thing Taunt? Sure. Let's do that. Okay, so we've got a 4/7 hiding out. Next turn I can Holy Nova and attack with this, which will kill off the Warden. And the Dancing Sword's giving me a card. The Sapper will still live with 1 health, and I'm assuming this thing is going to be dead. Although there's a chance it wouldn't be. Would she? Oh my god, she's going to... If she attacks the Novice Engineer with the Sapper, that would make my day, because this and the Sapper would die to Holy Nova. I doubt a good player would do that, because that would be failure to play around Holy Nova, but it's an easy mistake to make, because you could easily forget that this gives the +1 spell damage, because the buff is such a broken thing by itself. Alright, that gets me back in this game, because what we can do now is we can hit the Warden, Holy Nova to clear the board, and heal this up. So now I have a 4/7 Taunt. She can kill it relatively easily, she just needs a combo to eviscerate, but she's likely to spend most of her turn doing that. I now have big creatures to play. Ah, she finds an Assassinate. Man, I'm lucky she didn't find that earlier, or else I would have been in a bit of trouble. And she plays an SI Agent. Okay. So we're doing okay here, I think. Yeah, we're doing fine. Because I can just play the Senjin and Fugen. And be in pretty good shape. I can also Shadow Word Pain, making it harder. No, we'll just do this. Thing is, Shadow Word Painting the SI Agent doesn't help me, because the way she kills this engine is with the Gnome and the Deadly Poison. So I might as well hang on to this for later. This would have been very helpful. when she had that warden that she copied off of me. But she didn't find the assassinate, so it's only fair I didn't find the Shadow Word Pain, I guess, if we're going to talk about fairness. Does she have a Shattered Sun Cleric to help this kill off Sen'jin? Looks like she does not. There's a Ventricle Mercenary, so finally my Shadow Word Deaths get put to use. And that should be it. She can't play any more minions. Okay, we're starting to get control of this game. So we kill this, we kill this, we heal this up, and we play this as a 5/5 for 5, even though it doesn't make use of the battle cry. I think it's worth getting that down there. So we got two pretty big minions. We're up a card, up another card after we draw. Health is the same. I'm ahead on the board. Okay, Egg of Chaos definitely gave me a chaotic game here, but it should be fine now. Yep, that's definitely not a threat. And she might even be playing around Mind Control, given that I've been holding onto this card for a long time. It wouldn't be a totally nonsensical thing for her to do. Tinker's Oil lets her kill off my bot. But it also lets this die to Shadow Word Death. And I'm not that bothered about using up my last death because A, it gives me tempo and board presence, and B, I still have Mind Control in here. My creatures are all beautifully resistant to her gigantic weapon. This thing is very difficult for rogues to deal with. She had to top deck an Assassinate. I know she didn't have it earlier than she had it later, so she must have top decked it. Unless she got a second one, I'm in good shape.
Your magic shall not save her.
Alright, she gets off one of the Divine Shields. Will she use her weapon to kill it? Ah, that's actually really smart. So now I can't kill this with my Fugan and Squires. Although I think she probably should have actually killed the Sergeant Squire, terrible as that feels, just because then it would have stopped me from killing off this Yeti. So let's think. She has 8 damage, down to 7 health, no cards. Seems pretty safe. I could hit her for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But why do that when I can just take it slow, get the damage where I can. I'm not bothered by the prospect of Yeti plus Dagger killing this because she would take 4 damage. That would get her pretty low. Got some time to find another Velen's Chosen or Mind Control. So she must have a different removal for this Fugan, otherwise she would have hit it with the Yeti and her weapon. I think she made a mistake there not killing this. As the old saying goes, if it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. So she's got 5 damage. I'm really not going to die. But just in case, I'm going to heal myself, because there's a theoretical possibility that she would have been able to kill me off with another oil, for example. Now it's too late for her to kill us with the dagger. That window closed last time. I have 13 health. She can hit me for 5. 2 cards to deal 8 damage is unlikely. Alright, she saps this, which is okay because it heals it, though it does in the short term stop me from killing her. And she owls the leper gnome so that it doesn't deal 2 damage, which is interesting, because if she hadn't done that, I could have hit her in the face and then Shadow Word Pained my own leper gnome to finish her off. Wait, I wouldn't have needed any sort of tricks. I can just use Holy Smite. Okay, this is fine. Although that game was way closer than it should have been. Am I wrong? Is this deck actually bad? Maybe this deck's actually bad. I don't know. It just seems like I have good opening hands, and then I lose terrible games, or that win was really, really difficult. Not sure what's going on. I know that I have something of a reputation for being totally off in my evaluations of how good decks are, but I really, honestly, truly believe this was an incredibly good priest deck. So I guess I was just really, honestly, truly off in my evaluations. Okay, well, let's see what time we're at. We have actually quite a while. These are pretty quick games. Or maybe they just felt long because of so much emotion. Wait, no, those weren't quick. We started with, what, 2 and 1? Now we're 3 and 2. So we played 2 games. Yeah, those are long games. Okay. Miggs, the priest, is our next opponent. We have the Dream here, which I will attempt to live, which is to coin a Velen's Chosen onto Leper Gnome on turn 2. Now, another option is just to play the Stalker, which is a nice interaction with Chosen. You play it, and then the next turn you're almost certain to get the Velen's Chosen onto it. Do priests have a single way of killing a Gilbin Stalker on turn 2? Well, I guess it'd be turn 3 for him. Is there anything at all on turn 3? You can't get a Kodo out. There's no unstable portal shenanigans. I don't think there's any way that I can think of. So yeah, this is actually pretty safe. Could have played the Novice Engineer and just contented myself with a 3-5. This thing is not that unlikely to live versus a priest. Aha. Well, let's think here. I could coin into Light Spawn just to get a big creature out. Yeah, let's try it. And we'll hit her in the face. Note that Velen's Chosen has an interesting interaction with the Light Spawn. It actually makes it into a 9/9. Because its disguise attack is always equal to its health, and Velen's Chosen gives this thing 4 health. Of course, it's a 9/9 that gets weaker every time it hits something, so it's not necessarily something you want to do. Alright, well, it actually might be something I want to do now, because... Wait. Don't forget this, kids. Don't forget the Twilight Drakes can be silenced. I think I've actually forgotten that at least a few times in my life. So we're hanging on to Velen's Chosen, but we've got good board presence here. He has 6 cards to 6. I get another card here. I got a Senjin here. Bomb Lobber's good. I get a little bit lucky. It hits the creature that doesn't die. And I can just heal this up and kill the Bomb Lobber with it, I guess. That stops me from playing Senjin. Wolf does not affect Lightspawn. Senjin would be nice to play. Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna trust my instincts here. We're gonna go for this.
I hope you like my invention.
Get a card. Get a card. Hit him in his fat face. Okay. So he's got 6 cards to my 7. I still have Velen's Chosen waiting in the wings. I'm safe from Holy Nova. I've got some good creatures to play. He's a little bit lowish on health. If he can't stem the bleeding here, this is gonna become a problem pretty soon. Spider Tank's not exactly what he needed because it's only a 3-drop. So he has only a 3-drop on turn 6. That's good news for me. Do I want to Velen's Chosen? I'm pretty sure it's gonna get Shadow or Death given how slowly he's playing things. Let's take the other approach here. We're gonna play the wolf, kill the tank in this fashion, and drop a Senjin. Well, the Senjin I think needs to go right there. The reason I want to put the Senjin there, I should have attacked first. That was stupid. Well, I should have attacked for 5 damage and then put the Senjin here. That stops this from being Shadow Word Death and stops this from being Shadow Word Pained. So that seems like it was the right move. I should have just taken the 5 damage first. Alright, he's got the Holy Nova, so it kills off 2 of my creatures and heals him up a bit. And then that thing is just junk. Shadow Word Pain. Why don't we just do that? And we'll hit him in his face for 7 damage. So I got 5 damage being threatened here, which is pretty serious. Still card-wise, I'm okay. I'm ahead on the board, massively ahead on life. Mind Control is a good trump card. Velen's Chosen for some surprise damage could be useful. I've been hesitating to play it because I've had alternatives and because I don't want to open up to Shadow Word Death if there's no reason to. Looks like he's got a buff for this thing. I was expecting an attack buff to kill this engine. Looks like he has a health buff. He's got the Holy Nova, so he will get to kill off the Senjin. Says well played. I'm not going to kill you right now, so I don't know why he's saying well played. There's no rush to play Velen's Chosen. I can wait until a good moment. I've got 6, 7, 8 damage being threatened here. Mind Control in a couple of turns. And I still have Holy Nova and a Holy Smite in the deck for some extra burn if needed. Stormwind Champion. Well, I would not have minded being able to play Mind Control right here. That is a fact. Do I just leave that thing alone so I can Mind Control it? No, we'll kill it. So we'll kill it here like this. Heal up. Hit him in his face. Now does he have Mind Control? If so, I'll Mind Control my 7/5 back. The problem is I'm only hitting for him for 2 damage a turn. So if he heals, I don't actually get any damage through. Shadow Word Death seems almost a certainty given how little he's been playing this whole game. So he's got a tiger, which is pretty solid. Can't be mind controlled. He actually does not have a Shadow Word Death. I can't believe it. I don't know why he's been playing so slowly if he doesn't have that card. That is fascinating. Alright, well, now we're in very good shape. If I know he doesn't have a Shadow Word Death, he's in very grave danger here.
The light shall burn you.
The light shall burn you. Alright, Mr. Bitey, the hero of one of the games. Well, the almost hero, because I still ended up losing. Alright, well played. Yeah, we gotta win. Okay, that was nice. It's nice winning games. Big fan of winning games. Am I really only at 4 wins with this deck? Unbelievable. Alright, I'm still holding strong to my 6 wins in a row prediction, so we just gotta get 4 more. Won't all fit in this video, of course, but that's the hope. Hope at least this video doesn't disprove my hypothesis by instituting a loss right now. I really don't want to start another deck. I feel like I've had to start so many arena runs lately. Okay, what do we have? We have a Paladin. Threndal. Well, that's definitely giving me some stress because Paladins took me out of a recent arena. And in this arena, my first loss was to a Paladin. And okay, we again have a really fast start with a lot of early drops and a Velen's Chosen to follow it up. Do I just have too many cheap drops? Is that the problem? That the opponent can catch up, even though I have what feel like good hands? It's just too much weak stuff. Alright, we have an Argent Squire on turn 1. Gilbin Stalker's a pretty good response. I could Velen's Chosen, but what would be the point? This obviously is terrible, so we're just going to play the Novice Engineer. See what there is to see. The Spectral Knight that we mulliganed is back for action. Alright, that Golem is an inconvenience, to say the least. So what do we do here? Well, one option is I could just Shadow Word Pain the Golem and then throw the Squire at the Golem to finish it off. Then I could coin into a Wolf and then the Squire or the Wolf will trade with the Stalker. Another option is I could just Velen's Chosen the Squire. This has the benefit of hanging onto the coin for a Spectre Knight next turn. I get a 3/5 with Divine Shield, which I can use to kill the Stalker. And then I get a 3/5 without Divine Shield. I think that's actually my best plan. I don't want to pop the shield against the Golem because then he would have 2 creatures out to hit this with. I want to maximize the odds of this thing living. He could kill it with any of his Paladin stuff. Blessing of Kings, Consecration, any of that stuff. He gets the Tinkertown Technician. So here, Holy Nova even buff doesn't exactly help, because it will kill the first iteration of the Golem, and I could also kill Mr. Tinkers with it, but it wouldn't kill the second iteration of the Golem.
Let me think.
I could play the Wolf, and then the Argent Squire could kill Mr. Tinkers, but the problem with that is that the Wolf will then just die to the Harvest Golem. I could just say, fuck all y'all bitches, and coin into a Spectral Knight, knowing this thing is going to die, but then I have a 4/6 that's untargetable. I could also play the Light Spawn. Nothing seems good. Nothing seems good. Alright, well, we'll do this. Kill off Mr. Tankers. And I'm going to heal up my Squire. Why heal up the Squire, you might ask, if it's going to die to the Golem anyway? Well, the Golem might want to kill the Wolf, so then the ability to heal this up later might actually come in handy. He's got the Consecration. That is his whole turn, at least. So he should have nothing now on the table besides this Golem, little damaged guy. And I can now pretty comfortably play the Spectral Knight. Do I coin into the Argent Squire? You betcha, because this thing does a nice job dealing with the damaged Golem, and I want to try to keep his board clear as much as possible with him being a Paladin and all. Alright, he's got 6 cards to my 6. I'm hanging in there. I've got an extra card with the Thought Steal and possible card advantage with the Holy Nova. I got him to use a Consecration in a less than exciting fashion. And I managed to hang on pretty well against a Harvest Golem Mr. Tinker's follow-up. True Silver Champion. Ah, not True Silver Champion. That. Okay. So this is actually kind of annoying because the Squire doesn't quite kill this, and I've already used my Wolf. Don't really want to use Holy Nova here just to kill that thing. This could be used to kill the Commander, but I want to use it more of my mana, so we're going to play the Fugan. This survives with 3 health after killing the Commander. He doesn't really want to pop my shield with the Commander because then my 1-1 can come back and kill him, unless of course he kills the 1-1. Glad I got this 1-1 out here. I think it's nice to have, although I could have played it last turn, so having it out a turn earlier with the coin, I guess wasn't that worth it. Alright, this thing is alive right now, but if he doesn't throw it away at Fugan, it'll die to Holy Nova, barring, of course, things like Blessing of Kings and whatnot, so I'm hoping he doesn't have Blessing of Kings. Basically, I'm actually in a little bit of trouble here. I don't have a particularly strong grip on the game with these cards. Alright, the Yeti, not that big of a deal. I can clear the whole board with that Holy Nova. Just a question of whether it's worth it. Because Holy Nova is my last best hope for clearing out his recruits. If I thought still I cannot Holy Nova, I can kill the Yeti with Fugan and the Squire. And then I can Holy Smite this. You know what? I'm going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. I think that's the best move because I want to save that Holy Nova. And this is a pretty reasonable alternative. I get to play the Light Spawn and heal up Mr. Fugues, as I like to call him. So next turn I can Thought Steal to see what I get, and then Holy Nova if what I get isn't worth it, or I can Shadow Word Pain if something needs to happen, and this thing's pretty big. Alright, that's a pretty simple move. Force Tank Max. Alright, I have the wrong Shadow Word, and Holy Nova is not good. Jesus. Well, alright, let's Thought Steal, see what we get. Matter Bomber, ladies and gentlemen. Matter Bomber. Oh, Jesus. Well, the thing about this is it could actually pop off the Divine Shield, which would be pretty handy. The problem is if every bomb that hits the Light Spawn makes it hit less hard. Okay, so we'll do this first, and we are going to play the Mad Bomber just as long as one of them hits the Force Tank Max. That's great. Okay, gotta admit, those are pretty good bombs. And we're going to hit him in his fat face. Alright, so getting hit for 7 is not my favorite thing in the world, but I do have my hero ability and Holy Nova for extra heals. If he plays conservatively and kills any of my creatures with this Force Tank Max, which he very well may because he's behind, then Holy Nova will finish this off. So I'm glad I saved the Holy Nova, although of course you could ask, you know, what if I'd be more ahead if I'd already used the Holy Nova back then. Alright, he's going to cycle it for a card, so pressure's on me to kill that thing. He's going to give it Divine Shield because he's a motherfucker. And is he hitting my face here? No, he's killing Light Spawn. That was what he decided was the scariest, huh? Alright, Shadow Word Death. Oh god, this is getting challenging. Shadow Word Death. Okay, I can clear his board, but at the expense of just about everything. No Shadow Word Death. Alright, so I could Shadow Word Pain this engine, which would let me run the Fugan into the Force Tank Max and Holy Nova to clear off everything. I could also run the Matter Bomber in here. Still, yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense. Might as well save the Shadow Word Pain. So we'll do this, this, Karate Chop that, and place engine. Alright, so all in all, I'm still doing okay. He's got 4 cards to my 5, but I've used up Holy Nova. So these recruits are going to be a big pain in the butt now, because I keep having to redivert 1 minion to killing a recruit every time. 2 Shadow Word Deaths and a Mind Control, didn't get it either of them, although I couldn't have used Mind Control anyway, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much about that. This can die to True Super Champion, so it's not a big deal. That is a big deal because it takes him up a card, which I don't really like, and then he still has 2 mana left over to make a recruit, which is very irritating. Shoot, so I have to kill the recruit with this engine. True Silver, the Gnomish Inventor. And all I've got to play is a Clockwork Gnome, barring a good top deck. Please give me something good. Alright, that's excellent. Yep, okay. Gotta admit, that was a terrific top deck. So we kill that, play this, and then we give it a buff. So I've got a really big board here. I gotta start thinking about possibly killing him. We have 5, 8, 10, 14 damage. He's at 15 health. My deck's not that great at burn, but it's worth looking into at any rate. The Gnome is a really good minion sweeper. I mean, reinforcement sweeper. And in this deck somewhere, I still got a mind control, which if I drew that, I think that would make me feel pretty secure in this victory. Okay, Shadow Word Deaths times 2, mind control times 1. Let's just see it happen. It doesn't happen. Alright, can I win? 5, 9, 11. Oh god. Oh, that's 13 damage. This deck is not good enough at burn for me to take that risk. So we're gonna hit that. Heal it just above True Silver range. Hit him in his fat face. And I'm gonna hang on to my weapon because he might play something I'd want to kill. I have plenty of health. I can still use it. So this thing again is sitting around as a 7-5, trying to finish the opponent off. If he hits me in the face, he's gonna be at 14. I have 13 damage again. If he can kill this, he might actually win because I cannot draw mind control to save my life. Alright, the tiger doesn't do anything right now. That doesn't do anything right now. The crew doesn't do anything right now. He made a really smart play here, though. He just tried to bamboozle me. And hoping I will miss that I have lethal. Luckily, this time, not all times, but this time, I have spotted it, so well played. Alright, the last video was a bit long, so we'll make this one a bit short. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and or subscribe. And I will see you again very, very soon to fulfill the prophecy of making it to 8-2. Take care, everybody.